I think the starting point is that there is a need to work a little bit more on sport diplomacy, from elite sport diplomacy to grassroots sport diplomacy in a European context. And we are very pleased to see these quite diverse partners, theoretical and practical partners, working to give a little bit more motivation and information about sport diplomacy in the different countries, but also in the European Union as such. I think the project ended up with being a fantastic brief crash course in sport diplomacy. If you take the resources that's provided and produced, it's very short reports, it's country situation from all European countries, it's practical pilot projects, and it gives altogether a very fast but comprehensive course in what is sport diplomacy. And I think if you want to do something in your entity, country, ministry with sport diplomacy, go to the website and see these resources, and then you have a very good starting point. I think you have in the website enough to act on. I think there are two types of progress the project has made. First of all, we have added new information, and not least the interviews with the European countries, where each of them illustrate the very diverse approach and actions on sport diplomacy. But we've also seen the practical, educational aspects in the pilots. So we have added information to the pool of information about sport diplomacy. What I also think the project has done is that it has, so to say, carried the torch of sport diplomacy from the first initiative in the European Union, when in 2016 we have the first report on sport diplomacy, to the presidencies in the Slovak presidency and the Portuguese presidency and the French presidencies. So the project has carried on the torch, assisted that sport diplomacy was on the agenda in the European Union with this contribution, where we have produced things, but also where the partner has participated in the presidency dialogues on congresses and events. So I think it's twofold. We have produced extra understanding and knowledge, motivation, but also carried the torch for some years on sport diplomacy.